Hi guys, welcome to the check-in. Thanks for checking in today. In this video, I want to talk about something that I think we're all kind of searching for, yet perhaps we don't need to search for. And that is the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? As I have an itch on my head. Sorry about that. I think we're all searching for something, whether we admit it or not. Whether it's finances, to be accepted in your family or in your relationship or in your community, to be seen as maybe a good father or a good mother, or just somebody that's kind, perhaps. Whatever it is, or a searching for peace or solitude, and not just a beach somewhere in the middle of, some beautiful paradise, whatever. In our minds, I think a lot of people have this perception of that somehow some. Well, I think before I say that, I think that to me there isn't any meaning to life. To be blunt about it, there is none. And I think that's what the search for it is all about. It's about this filling this kind of space that there's nothing. There's something that there's nothing in there, but we have an idea of what there's a space that has a kind of shape, but there's nothing in it. So we're on the lookout to try and find something that fits that space exactly. Maybe for you the meaning of life is to reproduce, to have children, maybe, or maybe it's maybe for you don't even need a meaning. Maybe you're just looking for. Maybe you're not looking for anything. Maybe your purpose. You feel like your purpose in that regard is to stop looking, is to not look for such a thing, because you'll never reach it, or maybe you'll be highly disappointed when you reach something that you think is the meaning, or maybe you'll just never be satisfied with it, or you'll never be able to find what you think it should be or what it might be. I think for starters, the first thing we shouldn't do it is to already have a preconceived idea of what. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion as to what they think life might be about, but biologically speaking, and in evolution terms, really our existence here on the planet is really completely about reproducing, really. To the very core, that's why we're here. Well, not why we're here, but as a result of reproduction. As I'm here now making this video because my mother and my father got together and obviously had children, and I have that choice potentially to go on to have other children. So I mean, if there is such a thing as a so-called meaning, then it's or rather a purpose to life, then from that perspective, it's really just to fuck, basically, just to have a boy or a girl or a couple of boys, whatever. or transgendered kids. Anyway, so I think that if your starting point is a place where you've already decided what you think the meaning of life is, then I think that then you're setting yourself up for failure. I think. Um, this is just my view on it, because of what I said earlier, that I just don't believe that there is any real meaning to our existence apart from there's obviously a big difference between purpose and meaning. You know, we could say perhaps that the purpose of our existence really is to seduce the opposite sex into reproducing, and then raising those children to a certain age, and then they perhaps will take care of us, and they will go on to raise their own children. But in terms of meaning, that's obviously to a lot of people very, very different. And you know, obviously, again, to a certain extent, that's is heavily, probably heavily influenced by perhaps your religious uh, connection, your cultural the impact of your culture, the types of parents that gave birth to you, raised you, um, you know, what maybe even the education that you have, and just the way your personality, of course, and just the ways that you personally think about things in life. Um, like I said, I don't believe there is a meaning, but I can, and I have in the past put my I have had some kind of an idea of my own cognitive processes of what I think life, if there is a meaning, what it might be, or in some, I don't know, whatever, in some kind of a wishful thinking manner or whatever. It doesn't. I don't hold any real view about the meaning of life as such. I've certainly had ideas of what it could be, but ultimately I don't really have one. But I have bounced ideas in my mind over time of, you know, maybe we're here for this, maybe, because and drugs obviously are another thing that can have some kind of you know, building blocks in a sense of forming some kind of an idea of what you might believe, no matter how rationally you know, you thought processes you put into it, what you believe it should be or it is. Um, I just don't see a need personally to play such a thing on life. I think life is, for me, it's already, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that there's a meaning, to me at least. I don't care about there being some you know, intricate, you know, deep you know, place of insight. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to meditation or Buddhism or anything like that. I'm not really talking about that. I just mean in the terms of, you know, having some sort of really deep philosophical, I don't know, concept of meaning of life. I think life's beautiful as it is. I take great pleasure in living, just being alive, and that's, for me, is really. And there's many great things about life I enjoy and I love, and I just take that every day as it comes, and I'm thankful to just be alive. So I'm not saying that there might not be any meaning completely for people. Maybe there is, but for me, I don't need one, and I would suggest to other people that you don't be so quick to want to have a meaning in life. Just live life. Stop overly thinking about it, and just live it before you just get to a point where you can't think about it anymore. You will burn yourself out eventually. Just enjoy life. Just enjoy the breeze, the air, just the essence of being alive. You know, it's an incredibly amazing opportunity. Enjoy it. Live your life. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.